Good morning, families. So, right now, with the way that everything just seems so wildly different from the way it was 6 months ago, it's really easy to feel overwhelmed by, everything that is around us and ahead of us and not really knowing what's going to happen or where we're going to go or when we're going to be back in school or where all of this wild journey is taking us, right? So, we're going to do an exercise this morning, and it's called Circles of Control. I want you to either draw two circles or there's a worksheet that is at the bottom of this on the website, and so you can download that PDF. And it's just a little worksheet that has a couple of circles in it. And the outside circle is things I can't control. And those are the things that are just, no matter how much we wish we could, they're like super out of our control. So things like fires and the way that people act, other people's actions, things like that. Stuff that, gnaws away at us, but we can't do anything about it, right? That goes in that outer circle. Those are the big things. And then there's the things that you can control. And that's what goes into this little circle. I already kind of started pre-filling mine in just so that I would remember some of the things I wanted to say in there. So things you can put inside this little middle circle are things like having and showing gratitude or how you react to things. That's always something you can control, is the way that you react and the way that you respond. How kind you are to other people. The ways that you put effort into things and deciding how much effort you want to put into each thing. And looking at the positive side of things. I know sometimes it's really hard to do that, especially when it seems like things just kind of keep piling up and piling up. But there always is some positive side of things to look to. And it's important that we acknowledge that too, or else we can get so just stuck in the mire and the muck of the ickiness that if we aren't looking at all of those positives, like right now, there's a lot of dogs barking in my neighborhood. But the positive is I love dogs, right? That's the positive situation that's happening right over here. So always looking for those positives around us is another thing you can control. And another thing is, deciding that you want to ask for help if you're having trouble with something, whether it's, for advice or just a listening ear, or bigger help, like with your math homework, or if you need to talk to somebody who's a professional at dealing with things like anxiety and being worried, then that's something that you can do too. You can control when you ask for those kinds of help, and that's okay. And so I wanted to offer that to you today as a way of looking at the things you can control and hoping that will help you through some of the things that are bigger that we can't control. And to close this out, I wanted to say a prayer that a lot of people have probably heard because it's such a good prayer. It's used by so many different types of groups that do a lot of work on themselves and making sure that they're feeling better. And it's called the Serenity Prayer. And we're just doing the short version of it. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.